What's going down? Basement Banter's the channel. Thor's Thoughts is the show. I'm Thor. We're back. If you watched the Raven Spawn video that just dropped recently, you heard me say it's time to rank Spawn Wave 1. The year of Spawn is on, but it's almost over. And before it's done, let's rank the first wave of the Spawn universe figures that came out from Mcfarlane Toys. So we started first with our Redeemer review way back a while ago. And then Gunslinger Spawn in our week of Spawn got a double review with the Gunslinger issue 1 and the figure. Then we had Violator and the Clown. And then most recently, finally, we had Raven Spawn get his review. So now we got all 5 pieces of the puzzle reviewed. Let's break it down, shake it out, and see where they fall in ranking these five bad boys. So I love all 5 of these figures. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just gonna get that out of the way. I love this line. I love the Spawn comic going. I'm a big fan, huge fan of what they got going on. Now, are all these figures perfect? No, and I'm not gonna break down individual like knocks. You know what I mean? Maybe some of the major ones. It's why they fall into place. Let's start with number 5. Number 5, my man the Clown. I'm kind of surprised that he fell into number 5, but I'm also not. I mean, he's just a clown. His jacket and everything, like I said in his review, looks good. I mean, he looks like this clown looks great. I will say I didn't love the guns. My guns took a something happened. Does not like it snapped because something fell on it. Now I will say the part that was like you turn here is already a little loose. But yeah, something fell. I'll fix it. But that's not going to weigh into why it's number 5. It's number 5 because it's got gapping issues. I think it's probably of the 5 figures, it's probably the one that's maybe overpriced. It's $39.99, and mainly that's because these big guns, which are cool, they're really cool guns. But for me, I almost would rather have the figure at like the 24 price point with a different setup. I know the big guns are kind of classic to the Clown, whatever. But that's he falls in number 5. He just is. Someone's got to be it, and he's it. So coming up from there, number 4. This was actually my toughest one to pick. This was like I was going back and forth. Who's going to be number 4? I think this was the hardest one for me. And it's going to be a Redeemer, which is crazy because I love Redeemer. I love the gold. I love the blue. I love the wings. Now, part of why he falls into number 4 is those wings make him incredibly difficult to pose and stand. I mean, I got him in this pose here, but I can't. Nope. Almost on cue. There he goes. So he's got a little difficult standability. I'm not gonna say he's basic because he does have great detail, but yeah, his posability and his standability are hampered due to the wings. You take them off and it's not a problem. Now look wise, detail wise, articulation, posability wise, all great, which is why he falls into number 4. And then number 3, Raven Spawn, the newest of the reviews, right in the middle of the pack. He was a really good figure. I liked him more than I thought. If you watch the review, I was jazzed with him, and I still am. I've been taking pictures of him for like a week, it feels like, or longer. And I've just been messing with him a lot. He was the last piece to go on the Spawn shelf. You can see the Spawn shelf right here, a little empty right now because they're all out. But once I reconfigure it and put everybody back, maybe I'll put a picture up. But yeah, Raven Spawn, the maker of the Spawn suits, the faces and the skulls and everything I covered, the spikes and just the weight, his whole vibe. And then when you get him under like a black light or a blue light, ooh, he looks good. He is very crispy, which is why he was number 3. He's a solid 3. The chain on this is a little hard to manipulate. If you heat it, it's a little bit better. He does have some standing problems too. He's the only one who fell over when I bumped the table right before we started, so I had to reset him up. He does have, I think, upper echelon weapons, but good posability, good articulation, great detail. You know, he's a solid player in the wave, but he's right in the middle at number 3. Number 2, this was kind of an easy one for me. 2 is the biggest, beefiest boy of the group. It's the Violator. Violator's just, he's so much fun. He's so big, and those scales and those spikes and everything I said in the full review. The horns, I love the dragon beefed up look. He's a demon. I want demons to be beefy, menacing, not these puny, whatever. Whatever. But I like the new look. I love this new Violator. I love the eyes. I love everything about this guy. So, which is why he's a solid number 2, which sets up spoilers right there. Number 1, my man, Gunslinger. Maybe my favorite. Gunslinger, the comics are going wonderful. Only 2 issues at this taping are out right now. I think third one coming real soon. But this Gunslinger Spawn, man, the guns have faces in the little handles. I mean, just there's so much about this guy. I mean, when I took him out for my fall shoot, which I'll throw some pictures up here, he's just so good. He is just there's nary a thing I can almost say bad about him. Like, his articulation is fully everything you'd want it to be. All his accessories and details are just so accurate for what he looks like in the comics. And everything, I mean, oh gosh, there's just not even the knife that says Amy in his thigh and stuff. It's crazy how good this dude looks and how much fun I have with him. I pull him down on a weekly basis and play with him, and that factored into my number 1. Who was I pulling out and like continuing to play with? And these 2 were my top. I mean, I pull him out just because this guy he's heavy. He's a heavy, beefy boy, and then. Yeah, and then there you go. Raven Spawn 3, Redeemer 4, Clown 5. That's it. Wave number 1. Wave 2 coming. I can't wait. Soul Crusher, Cygor, She-Spawn. Let's go. I'm ready. But wave 1, that's a great wave. Go get every single piece if you're really into Spawn. If you're only going to pick and choose, you pick and choose whichever ones you want. But definitely I would say if you get a chance at Gunslinger. The Gatling gun one's coming as part of Wave 2. So if you weren't able to get the Wave 1 Target exclusive, you will get a second shot at Gunslinger with a Gatling gun. Maybe, maybe not. I'm going to pick them up. But yeah, just Year of Spawn, so good. All these figures, so good. You know what to do. You know where to do it. Till the next one, deuces. I love Gunslinger. Choo-choo.